I mean, we're talking big games, right? We did say we're talking big games. This is one of them. This is a big game, believe it or not, with uh, Georgia Southern and James Madison here. Georgia Southern comes in with a 4-1 record, and James Madison comes in at 5-0. Last year, Georgia Southern won this game. Let me see what it was. I want to say it was a high scoring game. So far, Georgia Southern 3-1-1 against the spread. They've gone 1-4 to the under thus far in their games. And right now, Madison averaging 33 points per game, allowing 22. Georgia Southern averaging 35 points per game and allowing 20 points per. Last week it was for Georgia Southern. They did a great job in that game against Coastal Carolina, 38-28. They won. They got the number. They also won and covered against Ball State the week prior. Been a good run here so far. Only the game against Wisconsin when they were getting 20.5 points and they lost by 21 points has been their only game that they didn't cover the spread. They've gone, like I said, under in 4 of 5. For Madison, they're coming off that game against South Alabama. They've won and covered 3 straight. Of course, they've won all their games, but they've covered 3 straight now. They failed to cover against Virginia. They were favored in that one by 6, but they only won by 1 point. So I'm on Madison here to get this one. I'm taking James Madison. I think you see the total there at 58. It opened 60.5, went all the way down to as low as 57.5, and is now back up to 58. There's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. It's going to be pretty close. I'm not sure I can give out the total here necessarily just yet. Feels like it could be a premium, but just want to see a little bit more information. But I like Madison in this game to win it by probably a touchdown. And it's a near premium, not quite, but just a big game that I wanted to cover on that. I'm not sure I'm going to get there on a premium, but certainly a big one for these two teams. You look at it. I mean, you have to think that offensively, Georgia Southern, they're kind of a deal. They're throwing the ball pretty well, no doubt about it. They're averaging 337 yards passing per game so far this season, but they're more dink and dunk. Madison takes some shots. Madison takes some shots down the field. So I think this one could have some high scoring. Madison runs the ball better for sure. That's one thing. Defensively, you have Georgia Southern better pass defense for sure than Madison, but Madison probably is better against the run. So there's some contrasting things here that kind of I think it just favors Madison. I know there's a hook on there, and I'm going to get off that hook and take them somehow to win, and maybe I'll get down to 2.5 and just lay some juice. We'll see what's on line. It's been 4, it's been 3, it's 3.5 now, but it sounds like Ray likes Georgia Southern in this one. And I'll take Madison. With me and Darren, we're on Madison here. So I wanted to get that score from last year, right? That was 45 to 38, first ever meeting last year. It was a wild one with a ridiculous. There was 1,000 yards passing in the game last year. 1,000 yards passing. James Madison also rushed for 200 yards, but Georgia Southern rushed for 12 yards. There were 130 yards in penalties. Madison turned the ball over 4 times, lost the game 45-38. Boy, that's a lot of yards. I don't even know if what I'm I don't even know if what I'm looking at is right anymore. I better go check that. Nonetheless, it was a crazy game. I do remember that. So this one sounds like it'll be crazy. Maybe we should be on the over. I think I like over, but I don't know. That buyback kind of worries me. Let's see how it goes later in the week. I want to see what the Sharps do. I always say I know what the Sharps are on. I don't know necessarily. I think they're on the over, but I'm not sure. So, all right. Thanks a lot. That's a good one. That is a good one. That should be some point. It does feel a little light now. I almost want to kick it in on the over. We'll see. I'm not ready yet. Okay.